If you ever deliver packages for a living, you already know the job can get weird. Dogs that chase the van, people who answer the door without clothes, kids who steal their parents' parcels. Nothing surprises you after a while. At least that's what I thought. Until I got assigned the route with Hollow Point Lane. A road that looks normal during the day. But after sunset, there's a house on that street that isn't supposed to exist. House 33. No mailbox, no driveway, not even a foundation when you check satellite maps. But every night at 7:13 p.m. exactly, a new package appears in my van. My delivery tablet updates on its own, and the route forces me to drive to a place the world forgot. The scariest part, last night, I didn't deliver a package. I received one, and whatever's inside it, I think it's still moving. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of stories that will make you question whether you're truly alone right now. You're listening to Silent Scream Chronicles. Do well to subscribe, share, and hit the like button for more tales to come. And also let me know where you're listening from in the comments. My name's Aaron, 29, single, and until recently, a proud employee of Swiftbox Delivery Services. It wasn't a dream job, but it paid the bills. And more importantly, let me work nights. Like nights, the quiet, the empty roads, the way the world feels softer under streetlights. But 2 months ago, management added a new directive. All night drivers must accept automatic routing updates between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. No exceptions. Nobody questioned it. Corporate rolls out weird rules all the time. But then the updates started getting strange. The routes grew longer, more rural, less logical. And that's how I discovered Hollow Point Lane. The first night it happened, I was halfway through my shift when the tablet screen dimmed, flickered, and forced a restart. That alone wasn't unusual. Cheap devices, constant use, hot weather. But when it rebooted, a new delivery was already queued. No notification, no timestamp, just a blinking red dot on a long, curved road in the middle of nowhere. Hollow Point Lane, House 33. I frowned at the screen. There were only 32 houses on Hollow Point Lane. I knew because I'd been delivering there for months. Still, I shrugged it off. Maybe a new house got built. Maybe GPS hadn't been updated. So I drove. The deeper I got into the woods, the darker it became. Moonless sky. Barely any street lamps. The kind of dark that feels thick, like fog made of shadows. My headlights caught branches leaning over the road like arms. Roots broke through the pavement. The van rattled with each bump. And then, the road stretched. I don't mean it felt long. I mean it grew. Like someone pulled both ends like taffy. One moment the final house, House 32, was right ahead of me. And the next it was gone. Drowned in darkness. My GPS said, continue for 0.7 miles. But that part of the road didn't exist during the day. Still, the job said deliver, so I delivered. After half a mile, the house appeared. Crooked, silent, leaning like it was tired of standing. Warm orange light flickering behind moth-eaten curtains. No driveway, just dead grass tall as my knees. And on the porch, a wooden crate, unmarked, waiting for me. The instructions on my tablet were simple. Place package on porch. Do not knock. Do not wait. Put the crate down. Before I could turn to leave, the front door opened on its own. Just an inch. Not enough to see inside. Just enough for a hand to slide out. Hand that was too long, too pale, too thin. Like the bones were wrong underneath the skin. Took the crate, scraping it across the boards. And the door shut again. No words, no face, no breath, just silence. I left without looking back. That was 2 months ago. The deliveries continued. Same time, same crate, same thing taking it. I got used to it, or convinced myself I had. But last night, everything changed. Because last night, the crate wasn't on the porch. It was inside my van, with my name carved into the wood. When I found the crate in the back of my van, I I genuinely thought I was losing my mind. 'Cause I didn't load it. No one else had access to the van. And the back door was locked. I checked it obsessively. Yet there it was. A wooden crate. Same size as the others I usually delivered. Same dark, splintered wood. Same old smell. Earthy, wet, like something pulled straight from the ground. But this one was different. This one had my name carved on the top. Not written. Not stamped. Carved. Deep, jagged cuts spelling out Aaron, like someone had scratched it in with nails instead of tools. My heart hammered so loud I could hear it echo off the metal inside the van. I touched the carving. The grooves were warm, like whatever made them had done it recently, or was still alive. I backed away from it, gripping the van door handle like it was the only thing keeping me sane. Then the crate shifted. Not much, just a shudder. Tiny movement, but enough to spill a few wood splinters onto the floor. My breath caught in my throat. I delivered dozens of these crates. All sealed, all heavy, all silent. None of them had moved before. I whispered to myself, "It's just settling. Just wood. Just the road." But the road was smooth where I parked. Dead still. Something inside the crate tapped the wood. Once, then twice, then slowly 3 times. Like knocking. Except the knocking came from inside a box that was never meant for me. My delivery tablet dinged. A soft, unnatural chime. The screen flickered, then filled with a message I'd never seen before. "Do not open the crate. Proceed to house 33 immediately. Do not delay." 3 warnings. Stacked on top of each other. Bright red. Pulsing. And directly under them, a countdown started. 029, 028, 00:27. I stared at it. Was I supposed to deliver it before the clock hit 0? What would happen if I didn't? My mouth went dry. Another tap came from inside the crate. This time louder. And then a whisper. A whisper so faint I thought it was the wind. "Help, he won't let me, please." Voice. Human voice. Coming from a crate addressed to me. "No," I muttered. "No, no, no, this can't be happening." My hands shook as I grabbed the steering wheel. I didn't want to go back to house 33. Every instinct screamed at me not to. But the countdown was nearly at 10 seconds. And the voice inside the crate whispered again, more desperate. "Don't take me back. Please don't take me back." Clock hit 0. My tablet went black. Then it displayed one final message in white, silent text. "Too late." The crate stopped moving. Everything went silent. Too silent. Like the world was holding its breath. I didn't wait. I didn't think. I just slammed the gas and drove toward Hollow Point Lane as fast as the van could handle. If I delivered the crate, maybe this nightmare would end. Maybe I could forget it ever happened. I was wrong. The road looked different that night. The trees were closer. The air heavier. The shadows thicker. Felt like driving into a throat. My van headlights flickered, dimming each time I turned a corner. The GPS didn't show a road anymore. Just a red arrow floating in darkness. When House 32 appeared on my right, I exhaled in relief. But the relief didn't last. Because past House 32, the road bent sharply downward, like a slope that didn't exist during the day. And at the bottom of that slope, House 33 glowed like a dying ember. Orange light leaking through crooked windows. Porch sagging under its own weight. Door slightly open, waiting for me. I parked, grabbed the crate, still warm, and stepped onto the porch. Every board groaned under my feet, like the house was whispering through the wood grain. The air smelled wrong. Rotting leaves, wet dirt, old stone, and something sweet, too sweet like fruit left out too long. I set the crate down. My hands wouldn't stop shaking. The door creaked wider. Not all the way, just enough. Enough for that long, pale hand to slide out again. But this time, there were 2 hands. One the same as always. Vin, bony, long. The other, molar, human. A young woman's hand. It was trembling, and it tried to pull the crate back toward me. The larger hand seized it violently. Bones cracked. A muffled cry echoed from inside the house. The smaller hand vanished into the darkness. Then the pale, inhuman hand took the crate, dragged it inside. Hard. The door slammed shut. Everything went still. I stumbled back to the van, adrenaline burning through me. As I opened the driver's door, I heard something from the house. Voice. A woman's voice. Trained. Coming from behind the door I'd just left. It whispered, "Aaron, run." I didn't think. I didn't breathe. I just jumped into the driver's seat and slammed the door shut so hard the entire van shook. My hands trembled as I tried to turn the key. Slipped once. And from the porch of House 33, the front door creaked open. Slowly. Deliberately. I didn't look. Couldn't. But I heard it. That long, dry scrape of wood against wood. The sound of something stepping onto the porch. One impossible foot at a time. I finally got the engine roaring. The headlights blasted the road ahead. But what they revealed made my blood freeze. The road was gone. In its place was blackness. Thick, swirling, almost liquid. Like the night itself had slid across the dirt path and swallowed the way out. "No, no, no, come on, come on," I screamed. Pressed the gas. The wheels spun. The van didn't move an inch. Something was holding it. From behind me, a voice. The same broken whisper I heard from inside the crate. Called out. Not angry. Not monstrous. Just tired. "Aaron, don't leave me." Turned. Immediately I regretted it. The back window was fogged from inside. Inside. And a handprint slowly pressed against it. A woman's hand. The same small, trembling hand I saw on the porch. But behind that hand, silhouette moved. Bent in too many places. The woman's voice came again, closer now. Right behind the glass. "Please, he wants you to stay." My heart seized. The silhouette leaned forward. A face pushed against the fogged window. Except, it wasn't a face. It was a mask. Human-shaped but stretched. It's hollow. Mouth slack and broken, hanging too low. Cheeks sunk in as if something hollow wore human skin like wet clothing. The mask shifted, like it smiled. Then the glass cracked. Not from impact. From pressure. Like something inside the van was pushing outward. I floored the gas. The van shrieked. Tires burned. And suddenly, the road snapped back into existence. The darkness peeled away like smoke being sucked backwards. The van lurched forward so violently I nearly hit the steering wheel with my head. I didn't look back. I couldn't. Not until I got off Hollow Point Lane entirely. When I reached the main road, everything looked normal again. Streetlights. Open sky. Night breeze. I exhaled a breath I didn't know I'd been holding. But as I passed the final intersection before the highway, someone stepped into the road. I slammed the brakes. The van skidded sideways, tires screaming. When I finally stopped, she stood directly in front of my headlights. The woman. The one whose voice I'd heard in the crate. The one whose hand I saw on the porch. Her clothes were tattered. Hair matted and dark with dirt. Eyes wide, hollow, terrified. She lifted a shaking hand and pointed at me. Then she mouthed the words. "Don't deliver the next one." Her head jerked suddenly, like someone yanked her by invisible strings. Her body twisted unnaturally. And she was dragged, backwards, into the trees. Silent. Like she'd been hooked and reeled into the dark. I sat frozen in the road, gripping the steering wheel so tightly my fingers throbbed. I should have driven home. I should have quit on the spot. I should have called someone. But instead, my tablet buzzed, softly, gently, as if nothing had happened. A new route appeared. Same red line. Same forced update. Hollow Point Lane. House 33. Package 1. Except this time, the package wasn't in the back of my van. It was in the passenger seat. A wooden crate. Warm. Breathing. I don't know why I didn't run. I don't know why I didn't throw the crate out the window. Maybe fear. Maybe shock. Maybe because part of me already knew. There was nowhere to run. Not anymore. I drove back to Hollow Point Lane. The road felt shorter this time, like the house wanted me back. The house glowed brighter than before. Windows flickering like firelight. Front door wide open. Waiting. Inviting. The crate pulsed beside me, like something inside it had a heartbeat. When I stepped onto the porch, the boards didn't creak. They hummed, like they recognized me. I set the crate down. But before I could step away, a voice whispered directly into my ear. Not the woman, not the creature. Another voice. Familiar, cold, like someone standing right behind me. "Welcome home, Aaron." My blood turned to ice. I spun around. No one there. But when I looked back at the crate, the lid had slid open. Just an inch. Enough for something inside to whisper, "You shouldn't have delivered me." The house groaned. The door swung shut behind me. And for the first time since I'd started delivering there, I realized I wasn't on the porch anymore. I was inside house 33. And the door didn't have a handle on my side. The moment the door slammed shut behind me, every instinct in my body screamed to run. But there was nowhere to go. The room I stood in wasn't the porch anymore. It wasn't even the house I'd seen from the outside. It was wrong. Walls too close together. Ceiling too low. Angles that bent in ways my brain couldn't process. Like the house was folding itself inward, crushing space into smaller and smaller pieces. The crate at my feet stopped moving. Stopped breathing. Silence. I swallowed hard. Anyone here?" I whispered. My voice sounded small. "Trap," something whispered back. Not from the crate. Not from the darkness. From the walls. 100 voices. Maybe more. All speaking at once. Some pleading, some crying, some laughing softly like they'd forgotten how. And buried among them, familiar voice. The woman. "Please, don't let him choose another." My skin crawled. Choose? Choose what? She didn't answer. Or maybe she did, and I just couldn't hear her over the others. The walls pulsed, like they were breathing. Footstep. Low. Heavy. Dragging. Something was coming down the hallway. Something tall enough that its shadow stretched across the ceiling. Something bent, broken, stitched together from limbs that didn't belong on one body. I stumbled backward. My heel hit the crate. The lid snapped fully open. Inside was nothing. Just an empty black interior. And yet, hand shot out. Not a monstrous one. Not the creature's. Her hand. The woman's hand. Human. Cold. It wrapped around my wrist. I gasped, almost yanking away. But she whispered, "If he takes you, you become part of him. If you take me, you break the cycle." What cycle? Another footstep. Louder. Closer. The walls shuddered. She squeezed my wrist. "Take me." I don't understand. "Take me." The creature's shadow stretched across the floor, wrapping around my feet. There was no time. No thinking. No escape. I grabbed her hand. The moment I did, the crate collapsed inward, like a pit opening beneath the world. Darkness swallowed my vision. The house screamed. Yes, screamed, the structure itself shrieking like metal dragged across bone. The creature roared from the hallway, furious. Something pulled me down. Hard. And the world snapped sideways. Then a silence. I woke on the roadside. My van beside me. Dawn just starting to light the sky. Hollow Point Lane was gone. Just a dead-end dirt road leading into woods. No houses. Not even house 32. Nothing. Had any of it been real? My hands shook as I reached into my pocket. There was something inside. Piece of wood. Splintered. Carved with 3 words. "You took her." My breath caught. The woman's voice echoed faintly in my ears. "You broke the cycle." I staggered to my van, needing to get as far away from that road as possible. When I opened the driver's door, my tablet sat on the seat. Powered on. No messages. No routes. Just a blank screen with one blinking notification. Tapped it. A new delivery order opened. Hollow Point Lane. House 33. Package 1. Status: awaiting pickup. Assigned to Aaron Rill. My heart dropped. Underneath it, in smaller text: do not knock. Do not wait. She is yours now. I don't deliver anymore. I smashed the tablet. Quit the job. Moved to a different state. But every night at 7:13 p.m., there's a knocking somewhere in my house. Not at the door. Not at the window. Inside the walls. 3 soft taps. The same rhythm from the crates. Sometimes I hear her voice whisper from behind the drywall. You saved me. But he's still looking. And sometimes late at night, I hear another voice. Low, cold, patient. Deliver her back, Aaron. I don't answer. I don't sleep much. And I never open the door after sunset. If you enjoyed this episode of Silent Scream Chronicles, make sure you subscribe for more deep cinematic horror stories. Like the video to support the channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new nightmare. Comment below. Would you have opened the crate? Or left it on the road? And remember, some roads don't appear until after dark. And some houses don't let you leave. Sleep well, if you still can.